Okay. Now guys, there is this one simple rule which you need to follow for defining your goals so that we should get some output out of it, right? It is SMART goal technique. Each goal, every time you write it, it should be written in a SMART format. Okay. Goal should be specific, measurable, okay, achievable, relevant, and time based or time bound. This is how you should write a goal. Okay. That means in your goal statement itself, it should be having a time by when you want to have it. Next, it should be measurable. If you can really see this, we can make this like this category: specific and relevant. Just like make it clear and something for you. Basically, both of these means don't make it confusing, make it to the point, relevant for you. That's what is the first section. Okay. Second, make your goal measurable. Okay. देखो guys, एक ये simple होता है कि people highly recommend कि today you should be able to measure some component. So if your goal is, let's say 100, there has to be some number today, let's say 50. Then you know that, oh, I still have 50 more to go to reach 100. So thoda yahan pe brainstorming and creativity will be required for you to achieve your goal. How can you write your goal in a manner of having a numerical value so that you can measure it? Okay. And then you have to right now say how much you are able to get that. For example, if you want job right now in the IT industry, yeah, one way you can say like, okay, I want to become a Java developer. Okay. But what is the measurable factor here? There is no measurable factor about it. If you can convert it into a sub goal, okay, which is more clear and measurable, like, okay, I want to give 20 interviews for Java developer with good package, or even define that good, like with 5 lakh of package by so and so time. And you should be confident if you give 20 interviews, you will definitely get the job. Okay. Now your goal should then become ki by end of September or mid of October or end of October, एक date fix होनी चाहिए, not end and all that. Talk in terms of date. 15th of October tak, I want to give 20 interviews. That makes your goal measurable. And then right now you can count. Right now, how much have you given? Maybe 1. Oh, that means 19 more to go. Then your brain will think creatively, oh, how to arrange 19 interviews. And then every single, just like going to the map and seeing whether you are on track for achieving 20 interviews by that much of time. Like that, you will every single day when you write your goal, you will reassess, oh, the deadline is coming near. And right now I've given only 5 interviews, 15 more are still pending. That will inspire you to work every single day and maybe work more harder, work more smarter. So convert your goal into a measurable goal, something in numerical format, which you can measure today and even on the day, and you will know how far away you are from your. As simple as that, you can make it like this itself: 20 interviews to give or 30 interviews to give by so and so time. When you give those many, ek job to usme mil jaye. And this is another technique for that. Do you know this? Okay, job getting is not in your hand. Okay, which company will give you offer, that is not in your hand. You can just do the best to try and give interviews. Whether to get selected or not, that's not in your hand. Okay, this reminds me, HR ko kidnap kar lo. So maybe then it gets in your hand. But the thing is, you can just kidding. Okay, don't do that. So just the thing is, you can do the best you can for arranging the interview and giving the interview. That means activities are in your hand. Okay. And maybe this can also be like, compared to giving an offer, getting the interview opportunity will be comparatively easy. Somebody might say, no, your interview bhi nahi lag rahe. Okay, then you have to take your goal even like achievable. Now let's understand this factor. Okay, something which you can achieve. If somebody says, I'm trying so hard, one interview also not coming, how can I go to 20? That means your goal, you don't feel it's achievable. One bhi nahi aa raha. You have to convert it into even something which is achievable. Okay, which could be, that means your goal goes through layer of thought process. How do you convert it into an action plan for achieving? Next could be, okay, I'm not able to maybe get interview calls. So what actions will get me to an interview call? So maybe your first goal statement might be, I want to get job as Java developer with 5 lakh package by 15th October. This is not measurable. Only the package is defined, but this is not a measurable. You don't know in how much time you will really get it or not get it. And right now, where are you? Maybe yes, zero package, but how to get it? There is no straight path. So this primary goal, you need to convert it to measurable. And for that, एक strategy लगा दिए, sure shot. Okay, give 20 interviews. 20 interviews. I will give 20 interviews or as Java developer with 5 lakh package by this. Now your goal becomes measurable. And now we need to think about achievable. Do you really think this is achievable for you? If you don't believe in that, it's not going to happen. If you don't think it is achievable for you, it is not going to happen. So either you make your mind to believe in this statement, yeah, I will do it no matter what, or set up something else which you can more believe in. Okay, for example, if you say, I'm not sure whether I'll get 20 interviews, but then comes, what is the next task which I can do for arranging 20? And then that becomes key. Okay, I would drop emails, follow-ups, and apply and LinkedIn connections. Okay, weekly to 100 people. Okay, to get 20 interviews. Get a job as Java developer. I like package by this time. This becomes your newly defined goal statement. It is now even more achievable. Why? Because these actions, it's up to you. Result might not be in your hand, but how much actions to take, that is in your hand. And if you do this weekly 100 people and a system like this, then definitely interviews will start coming. And fine, even if you are not getting 20 interviews, but at least you can start predicting, okay, if you perform it like this on a weekly basis, then how many interviews you are able to get. And then accordingly, you can say, oh, should I now increase my actions or should I change my goal? Instead of 15th October, should it become end of October? But a prediction will start coming out, and that's how goals have to be accomplished. And you know that if this happens, then this will happen, and then this will happen. So the goal should be written in a format like this. How do you convert your unclear? This is a fine, I want it, but strategy kind. That is where they say make it measurable. Something which you can measure. So amount of actions, I will drop this all 100 people. Now that is 100. At any given point of time, that week, if you have dropped it only to 20 people, you should know you are underperforming. And if 20, like 100 में जाके, there is a chance that you will get interviews. If you do 20 only, how are you going to get interviews? You should face the truth here. Your actions are failing you. So that realization should start coming. And that is what, guys, smartness is being aware of what is happening. When will it happen? When will it not happen? Getting a job is not random, guys. It is a result of your actions. And you can take actions, you can measure your actions. So get predictable, make your goals predictable. You should be able to see the future in how many months I will get it or I will not get it. Only wishing is not going to make our goals come true. We need to convert it into actions, then measure the actions, and then check in how much time you will be getting it. Very important strategy for goal achievement. You can do this for job getting, you can do this for anything. Customize your goal into something which you can measure, which you know that is achievable. Put a deadline to it and make it specific, very much clear. के 100 लोगों के साथ follow up करूंगा via this model, and then I will get 20 interviews with that, and then this much package will come by this and this date. And then keep rechecking on your plan week by week. Okay, am I reaching to 100 people? If you're reaching to 100 people, then what do you think? By when you will start getting interview calls? Ask questions, work towards that. And you will realize as the end of 1 month itself, a lot of things will start happening. Okay? Simple. Become a